Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Drieli here. Today I have another plan with me video. This is going to be for week 28. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing to this channel. I make videos every Monday through Friday, and it's all related to traveler's notebook, planning, journaling, and all of that fun stuff. One last thing before I let you guys go, I just wanted to apologize for the lighting in this video. I was filming in the afternoon, which is very untypical of me. Plus, we are having a storm that day, and it was very cloudy, the sky, and the sun was coming in and out the entire time that I was filming. So I had to stop the filming several times to change the settings in my camera. So it is going to be a little bit of a lighting issue in the video, but I hope you guys still enjoy, and I hope you can still find somehow inspirational. But yeah, less rambling, let's get into the video. All right everyone, so I got my traveler's notebook here. I'm just gonna remove the insert as always, just to make things easier for me to work with. The first thing that I usually do when I'm setting it up my weekly log, I like to grab my mechanical pencil and a ruler, and I like to mark it out the lines where I'm going to draw the separation between the days. I do that just to make things easier for me because I use the insert from Traveler's Company, the 003. This is a blank insert. I don't have any dots or squares or lines to help me indicate where I should be drawing those separation lines. So that's why I do that. And if you're curious about how much I use for each day, I use a 1 inch per day, and I usually start from the bottom and work my way up. The reason being is because whatever is left over on the top is usually a little bit over an inch. It's about 1.25 inches. So I use that one for my weekly title. So that's where I'm gonna write it, what week that is. In this case today is gonna be week 28. So once I'm done, I'm gonna mark on both sides just to make sure that my lines are not crooked. And then I come in with my Pigma Micron 01 pen, but you can use any really thin line pen. It doesn't need to be the Micron. It just so happened the Micron is my favorite one. And I just come in and oops, excuse my alarm there. unnecessary unnecessary sound right there, sorry about that. But yeah, so I just come in and mark it, and those are going to be the days for the week that I'm gonna separate it. So moving on to the theme, once I'm done with that, I'm gonna come in with decoration. I try to leave at least some type of space for me to write it, but I don't need a lot. If you have watched my setup video, I explain in more details about that, but usually my weekly logs are only used for my daily goals. How I work with my planner is that I have a monthly goal and I have daily goals, and my daily goals are meant to help me achieve my monthly goal. And I just work with one goal a day and one goal a month. And I got that idea from the book that I read, The One Thing. And if you are into planning or goal setting and you like to read, it's a great read. I highly recommend that book. It's one of my all-time favorite books. It definitely changed my perspective on how I plan and how I set up my goals. I used to be that person that used to make a huge to-do list and a huge goal list. I used to have at the beginning of the year all of those goals that I wanted to achieve throughout the year, and I just watched myself failing over and over because I never could achieve half of what I set myself to do. It was just so overwhelming. The list of things that I wanted to accomplish it was so far out spread throughout the whole year that I thought I had so much time, and I didn't really work that hard and to achieve them because I thought I had so much time. So it never worked for me, yearly goals or several goals at a time. So when I read that book, it literally, a light bulb popped up on top of my head. It's like, how I never thought about this before. So if you heard of the Pareto's law, is that in steroids, like that's how I can explain. So the Pareto's law, it's more popular known as the 80-20 law. So the one thing takes this law and amplifies it and squeeze it to, instead of 20, to just 1. So pretty much the whole idea is that you have to focus in one thing at a time. If you split yourself too thin into different goals and tasks that you need to accomplish it, you end up putting yourself in a situation that you were looking to accomplish tasks that sometimes are not even relevant to make you accomplish that goal. So the one thing brings a different perspective. It makes you really laser focus on what is the most important thing for you to do at that moment, that is gonna bring you the the closest for you to achieve that goal. Because yes, there's several tasks that you can accomplish throughout the day or throughout the month that will get you there, but you know that a lot of tasks is just filled tasks. It's just it doesn't really necessarily needs to be completed in order for you to get where you need to get. So it really brings a different perspective. I absolutely love the idea. I knew about the Pareto's law before I read the one thing. So when I read the one thing, I was just like mind-blowing about the whole idea of the one thing. So I highly recommend, and that's my whole that's how my whole plan system works. That's why I don't need a lot of space in my weekly logs, because I don't use this weekly log for tasks. I use it for my daily goal. I just write it one simple goal that I want to achieve for that day. Of course, if I accomplish that, I can go ahead and start tackling all the tasks. But the main point of my day is to accomplish that one thing first. That's my main priority, and until I'm done with that, I'm not gonna focus in anything else. And yeah, there's some days that my one thing is too big and I don't get to finish it up, and that's okay. It happens. Overachiever here, but but it really pushes you. It makes you constantly to be, really simplify your life, and it really making you really laser focused. That's the best way that I can explain. But anyways, enough rambling. So here's what I'm doing. I decided to go with a very beige cream layout for this page. I didn't edit too much. I know I had a lot going on my left side with my previous weekly log, so I wanted to kind of set off. So I wanted with a theme that was very simple, so I decided to go with beige and light blue, like a baby blue. So for the papers that I'm using, the beige papers, those are from Tim Holtz. It's from Paper Stash. I do have most of the items that I'm using here today. I do have in my playlist haul, so I'll link it above here on the screen if you guys are interested at all in watching, and if you haven't had the chance to watch it yet. But yeah, those papers that I'm using today, it's all from Tim Holtz, with the exception of the ones that are very vintage looking. This one I actually grabbed from an old book page. I bought this from an antique shop, and I just used this book to rip pages out of it. So I just cut a stripe and I ripped the sides so I could use that to write my dates and days on the page. And that's about it. I'm just gonna, I glue a little bit of a striped beige paper on the top. That's gonna be my weekly title. And I'm gonna use some little piece of ephemeris from Tim Holtz, like that blue little postage stamp. That one is from Tim Holtz as well. And the writing in beige that you see me cutting and adding to the bottom, that one, it's from a Sears catalog that I got it at an antique shop. and it's actually, I scan it and print it in a vintage paper because I still haven't build up the courage to rip the pages out of the catalog. It's a reproduction of a 1923 Sears catalog, and this print is from 1973. It's an amazing book. I just can't believe I found that book, but yeah, I still haven't built up the courage to rip the pages. So one of my followers actually gave me a very good idea to actually scan the pages and print it in a vintage look or a coffee stain paper, and that's what I've been doing, so I can use that for now. So that's just a little piece of advertisement that I printed from that catalog. So I just added there just to add a little bit more of texture really to the page. It really has no function at all. But anyways, I'm using my Bondcraft glue today. I hate this glue with all of my life. Please do not see me using that and think this is a good glue, because it's not. I'm warning you. It's just I didn't have my trusted multi-surface glue that I buy from Michael's from the Recollections line, so I have to use this one. But anyways, for the top there, you saw me using a little sticker. There's a magnifying glass. This one, I'm sorry, I cannot link it for you guys. I got it from one of my pen pals. It is like a washi sticker, and I have no idea where she got that one from, but it was just like a magnifying glass, and I just decided to pick that one up because it had the blue tones that I was going for. That's the main reason, and it was also vintage look, so I really liked how it went well with the whole theme of the page. As you can see, it's all vintage. But yeah, I'm just coming in with my fountain pen. I got this fountain pen. I can talk today, sorry. I got this fountain pen from a local shop here in Arizona. It's called Kara's Pen Company. They are on Instagram as well by the same name, Kara's Pen Co. I really like their pen. This is like aluminum material, so it's very, very light. I absolutely love this pen from them. Not a sponsor, no links tied at all. I have 2 pens from them and I really like their pens. I think it's very good, high quality pens. But anyways, and it's very affordable too. But anyways, I'm done here pretty much, I think, with the layout. I'm just probably gonna bring in closer here so you guys can have a close-up look, so you can see all the details of the page today. But yeah guys, that's it for today. Very short and sweet video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, leave a like, and thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, always leave a comment down below. I'll be more than glad to answer. But that's it. Bye for now.